Hello guys and welcome to Sanu TV channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to make your summoner a beast in PvP, and I will explain skill by skill, and I will show you exactly the use for each skill during the arena in practice. So you will see videos of every skill while I'm gonna explain them. And by the way guys, I do have also a Twitch channel which is Sandu TV Gaming, and I'm streaming on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. You can check it out on the description below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So let's start guys and explain one by one. Alright guys, so we're gonna go to Fighter Diaries, and then I'm gonna start by my favorite skill, which is Electric Discharge. So I'm having this skill on max, so level 10, and then I prefer to have it with the Chain Discharge, which allow you to use 2 times this skill, which is very amazing. You will see it on the video. Then I will have it on Survival of the Fittest, so which means you have more damage is good for you, so you can deal more damage to any kind of enemies. I used to use this one, but this is like rare cases because this skill is always electrifying people, so even most of them, they are not immune to this. So I prefer it on this one to deal more damage to any kind of enemies. And then the most amazing part is this one guys. So this skill applies an additional electroshock effect on opponents, and it's for 5 seconds. So this skill use can be done like in many cases. If you are out of the skills and they are all on skill cooldown, use this one, you run away, and then you can counter attack later on. And on the other hand, you can use this skill and then counter attack directly and matchups all your combo skill, and you're gonna deal a lot of damage. So let's see this skill in practice arena, and then we're gonna come back to the second skill. So this is a part of my stream. So here I just stun him, and then there is my friend who just carry on and he finishes him. Here on the other hand, I'm big trouble. I stun both of them and I try to run away to save myself. And yeah, so here I have this berserker who's kicking my ass so bad. So I did stun him, then I have all the combos ready, so I use all my skills. And lastly, here I do have this part when there is a destroyer who's destroying me so bad, but I have the chance to stun him and run away, and then I have my friend who finishes him. Here guys, just an example, you can even stun 2 person on the same time. Alright, so the second skill, we're gonna go back to Fighter Diary, gonna be Spirit Rush. Spirit Rush is so good that you can knock back quickly your enemies, and I'm having it on Storming Gallop, which is very good. You have more chance to deal damage since your critical chance is by 15%, and then you have provided to apply lightning strike. So this is very good as per if you want to deal more damage. And this one helps you a lot because the animation of this skill is so slow. So when you have it by 30%, it goes so fast that it catches the enemy. So I recommend to have it on quick horse, and then Train of Destruction. The more horse you have on the area, the more chance to knock back the enemy. So let's see again this skill in practice. So here I'm just using it so I can knock back the enemy and run away, and then I have my friend who can help me with. So here I use it again to do a combo with my Z skill Phoenix, and yeah, so and after that just finish a random enemy. So the next is gonna be a good situation with combo. So I have like few HP left, I just use Phoenix again. I have my Electric Discharge, then I use my Poro, and then I used my Marilyn, which is good, and then I easily finish the enemy. So the last situation here, I use it, and then I have time to run away because my skills are cooldown. Here I use it while I cancel the Wing Spirit because I saw the enemies coming on my left. Next skill gonna be released wheel. Released wheel is very good, guys, because if you use the perfect substats. So here I'm having it on outstanding mobility. This one allow me to jump back whenever I do this skill, so you can win some space and cast other skills. And then I do have it on freezing. So if you frostbite the enemy, you don't give them a chance to I mean stand when you knock them back, because you freeze them, you don't give him any choices. You will see on the video many cases when I used it, and then to see the difference. So let's have let's watch the part of the stream. All right, let's see this in practice. So here I can easily like freeze the enemy, because he tried to use his skill against my friend, and then just froze him and then use my Vskill. Here again on animation skill, I froze the enemy, and then I have sometimes to run away, then counter attack. And then as you can see here, she knocked me back. She used the same skill, but it wasn't good. So here you can even freeze Poru, which is very good, and also the enemy on the same time. Here I just troll them and then I freeze them in the air. You can do this freezing on mid animation, which is very funny, just to troll people. I did it again here with the destroyer, so he's trying to use his skill, and then I froze him on mid animation and then just run away. Here again I can even finish the enemy with it. It did some damage, I just finished her. Alright, so now we're gonna talk about Rain of Blessing. So Rain of Blessing is your shield. This is very good when you are in a big trouble, and also it's a lifesaver. So I'm having it on focus energy, because whenever you use it you're gonna have some wisdom, and then you can cast your Z skill, which is good. And then I'm having it on enhanced shield. You will see on the video practice that it's very useful when you are surrounded by a lot of enemies, and then they try to break your shield. Normally the Rains of Blessing is 30%, so when you have it 100% more, so it means that you have a shield that cover you for 60% of your max HP, which is very good. And then I have it on resonance, because resonance allow you, if the enemy gonna break your shield, they gonna be automatically like have a sleep effect, and then, or which is stunning effect, and then it's gonna be stunned for 4 seconds, so you have plenty of time to run away. And then you will see a case on that on the video. So let's check again the practice bottle. For the shield I don't have many situations, but in this one, if you can see down, you see my Z skill is not ready, now it's ready. So he saw that I have a big shield, then I use Phoenix easily and I finish him off. Alright, now we're gonna talk about the next favorite skill, which is Marine. Marine can be used to too many cases. It's very annoying to all kind of enemies, because it goes and then annoy them, and then he's pretty tanky. So Marine, you can have it on enhanced attack power. The more attack, the more good you have. Plus the more good I mean is the Marilyn charge order. This one allow you to deal 420% on with his base attack, plus you get the stun. So if you stun them, it's very good to counter attack, and then you can successfully kill the enemies. And you will see many cases on the practice battle. Of course I'm having it on level 7. I'm saving the other points for other skills, that's why I'm having it on 7, and you don't need the other one because it's not that interesting. So let's see practice battle, guys, and I'm gonna come back to the next. So basically Marine is just stun and counter attack. In this situation I have this destroying enemy, I stunned him, and then I use Phoenix. The second situation, same thing, I finish him off though. And then on the other situations that you will see, it's mostly just stun and counter attack, or stun and run away. Here I'm in a trouble because the enemy cannot come closer and knock me back. Then when I stand up, I stun him and then counter attack. On the other hand, here all my skills are cooldown, so I stun him and then I run away and wait for my skills here just to finish the enemy. And then lastly it's gonna be the same thing, we just gonna have Marine with us, and then stun, and then wing spirit, then we finish him off so easily. Alright, we have only 3 skills left, and I'm gonna explain to you Shreddy, which is one of my favorite skills against Reaper and all the enemies that they are trying to follow you and then they give up and then run away. Shreddy is a skill that allow you to automatically hit people without you activate just once, and then it hits people automatically. And then the more speed you have on it, it's good for you, because you're gonna deal as much damage as possible because it's stacked. So I'm having it on scale and light, which is allow you to deal more damage. The more you activate it, the more damage you will deal, and then it's stacked to the enemies, so it's very good, and it has some CC damage as you see here. And then also I have it on Clever Shreddy, which allow you to have big range, and then it's a big combo attack when you are using, for example, Wing Spirit, and then it still damage the enemy. And lastly, I'm having it on Trillion Lights, which is of course more damage, and I would definitely recommend this one, because you will have by the end the enemy will just run away, because he will see that you're dealing too much damage, and then gonna give up and then run away. You will see it in practice battle how many times I just without doing anything the enemy just died, because this skill is so OP. So let's see it guys in practice, and then we're gonna come back to the last 2 skills. So I don't have many cases about it, but you can see here Reaper is following me, I'm using it already, and then he's dead because the blue magic, as you can see, it's attack automatically, and it have some CC effect. That's why Reaper was running away from me. And then the second case is gonna be destroyed with his spinny attack. I'm using it already, and then he's dead even though I'm on stagger mode. Alright, so now we have only 2 skills left. My favorite skill, which is I call it a finisher move skill, which is Wing Spirit. It gives you so much flexibility to finish the enemy, and I'm having it on Sturdy Rope, which is allowing me to cast the skill so fast. Then I have a wide attack, which allow you to have a big area of attack. 25% looks very small, but on practice it's really good. It deals like the area of the attack is very big, and then you can target farther enemies. And then I'm having it on unlimited attack speed, because the more speed you have, the more you can kill the enemy as fast as possible. So I definitely recommend to have it on speed. So let's have a look at practice battle, and then we're gonna come back to the last skill. So basically Wing Spirit is gonna be your finisher move, and also you're slowing down enemies. So you just slow down enemies so you cannot make him move freely. In this case, I'm just gonna use Marine to stun and then finish the enemy with the Wing Spirit. And you have stagger immunity. If you can see that Berserker tried to stagger me. And then also here, if you can see that Destroyer was surprising me, sorry, Berserker. And then I tried to run away, but he keeps staggering and knocking me back. So I trick him and I went to the flame area, and then I used my Wing Spirit to finish him off and then coming back. So lastly here also I just finished the enemy by using my Wing Spirit while my friend was using his spin attack. Alright guys, so lastly my favorite skill, I mean this is like it's not that easy to use, but when you use it you deal a lot of damage. It's Borrow, it's another summon skill, and then prefer to have it on Communion since it gives you more spheres to cast your Z skills. And then Burning Flames, because you will not use it often to like stay on the arena for a long time. He's just gonna use his CC attacks, which is good. I don't recommend to have it on damage, because you need more CC attack, because anyway by the end you're gonna just explode him. And this is the trick guys, you don't use your Poru, you just like this and you explode him. You need to have prior an attack that's stagger or stun or knockback, then use Poru. This is the perfect timing and this Porro does a lot of damage. Most of the times it does like 30% of the HP of an enemy, so I definitely recommend to use this skill. I mean, when you stagger, don't waste it, because when you use it, it deals a lot of damage. It can even deal an AoE damage, and then it can target 2 enemies on the same time, and you will see that on the practice battle. Let's check out, guys. So Porro gonna be always your combo attack. As you can see here, Wing Spirit plus Porro is a perfect combination combo. And then on the next situation is gonna be the same thing. I have Wing Spirit on, and then Porro go and explode on the enemy. So, and lastly you will see that I use Electric Discharge on 2 enemies, and then I have Porro go and explode, and he killed one of the enemy and he did some damage to the other one, and then I'm going to finish her off. So normally it's always your combo skill. People, they don't use it because they don't use it properly, so you always need to have a combo skill in order to use it. So lastly, the use of Phoenix. So Phoenix is very useful, especially when you use it at the end. Here we almost lost, but I used Phoenix at the end. I managed to hit one of the enemies, and then we got our win. And here, guys, again, it's gonna be a matchup of all the skills that I showed you. But before leaving, guys, I do have an explanation about the stats that I'm using. I keep them at the end so I can explain them clearly and why I did use them. Alright, guys, so lastly we're gonna talk about my Vskill, which is the ultimate skill, and also I'm gonna talk about the Z skill, my favorite Z skill. So the Vskill I would definitely recommend. We call it always Thor. Alright, but this guy, he is like a crazy annoying. I mean, when you use it on PvP, it's so annoying for other people. Even me, when I'm against a summoner, it's so annoying because you cannot do anything to him, you cannot stun him, you cannot do anything, and he's just there to annoy people. So I would definitely recommend, when you are at the end of PvP, always use this by the end, because he can change the way the game. Even if you are losing by 3 loss, you can definitely come back and then kill 3 people just by using this. I did many times triple kill just by using Calcium. It's so OP, so OP. It's definitely when you are using it by the end, because people, they don't think, they just want to kill you. They come closer, and then you can use his Chandra attack, and then you can have many wisdom points, and then you can cast Phoenix as much as possible. So yeah, this is, guys, why I'm going to the next topic, which is Phoenix. Phoenix is one of the OP skills. People that tend to use Ali March or Merge, so I recommend to have Phoenix because it's all around skill. It can target further enemies, and then it deals some CC effect to the enemy, which is burn, and then I definitely recommend it. This one, I don't use it often, but it's also very good when you are surrounded by enemy. You can use it to knock them back, and then you can run away, and it deals also a lot of damage. So I hope, guys, you have an idea about my skill build, and trust me, guys, I did like over 1,000 games, and then this is the best skill build I found, because I tried many. I'm already Commander 8, and then I forgot to mention about the stats, which is very important. The stats, I would definitely recommend Agility, because the further you go in the PvP, once you reach Commander, the fastest the game, because as long as you have more Agility, you can counter attack and run away from different situations. But if you have it on critical and speciality, which is what people use, you are so slow, you do a lot of damage, but you are so slow and you die many times. So I definitely recommend Agility 800. On paper it looks bad, but on practice it's very fast. Let me show you, guys. So here I have around 800. So normally you see this 30% attack speed, move speed 13%, reduce skill cooldown 16%. This one on paper looks very low, but when you are practicing in game, you see a big change. It's like you feel like your summoner is so fast. I used to use only 200 agility, and my summoner was so slow, and then I changed to 800. I saw a big difference, And I would recommend also specialty. Specialty is always good because you will have the wisdom, it's gonna be increased so fast, and then the damage by your awakening, which is Thor, is also very good. So, and also your Z skills deals more damage, so I definitely recommend to have 800. Let me go back to the fighter. Yeah, 800 on agility and then 450 on your specialty. So I think that you have the general idea, guys, and about the summoner, how to make it a beast. And I think you have an idea with these videos that I shared, and I hope that you like it. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And see ya for the next video. Peace out.